Hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in to HSN. Well, we are continuing with fine jewelry looks, really the creme de la creme, if you will, in custom-made, beautiful, fine jewelry looks and styles that are definitely red carpet worthy, is part of our Rarities collection. It's exclusive to hsn.com by Carol Brodie, who selects these designs. She's worked with truly, when I talk about the most elite jewelry houses in the world, that is who she worked with. The #1 diamond house in the world she would work with. And that's what Carol would do. She would curate these gorgeous one-of-a-kind pieces and then take them to the red carpet and then, you know, stylize the celebrities with these spectacular designs, and thought, you know what? Why not work with someone like HSN and be able to do this look for all women? And hence that Rarities came to be. So we're starting with a really special treat here. This is Tsavorite, and oftentimes you will see exotic stones such as Tsavorites in the Rarities collection with the Zircon. And we do have sizes 6 through size 11. A fun way to get started. Yes, we do. Okay, good. I was scared. I just saw an update on sizes, like, oh no, don't tell me we're already losing sizes, but these will all go. $199.90 was HSN's price on this fabulous piece. The fact that it's $69.90, that's over 65% off. That is only while quantities last. Available with 2 or 3 flex pays, with your HSN charge card and free shipping and handling. This is a cool, sleek piece. And this is definitely a look that could not be mass created. I mean, this is one of those pieces that looks like you went into, you know, a very special custom boutique house where they only create one-of-a-kind rings and earrings and jewelry suites and so forth, and ask them to do, you know, something very, very special, let's say in a cross for that matter. And that's, you know, in the middle here, it's all Tsavorite. Tsavorite is a rare stone. It's a gorgeous bright green. It's like what I always say, you know, chrome diopside is what I more refer to as what every emerald would look like. Tsavorite I always refer to as what every color of diamond, meaning green diamond, because it's that clear, it's that brilliant, wishes it could be. But it comes from only one place in the world, that gorgeous green. It's the natural color, and the problem is it's very, very difficult to get to. It's extremely limited times where you're even able to go and try to obtain and acquire and mine this rare stone. So that in itself is a special treat. And then Carol does such a brilliant job of incorporating Zircon in the place of genuine diamonds, because it's the next closest look to a diamond, a real diamond, is that of white Zircon. It's brilliant, it's fiery, and it works back beautifully with all of the settings and the gemstones that Carol curates and selects for you. This is just a neat, everything about it. You're drawn to it. The shaping on the hand is fabulous. And of course, the price, you just can't even imagine, you know, going and even getting fashion jewelry, right, in simulated stones or in basically simulated metals for that matter, at $69.90. So we are looking at, just in the Tsavorite alone, approximately a ½ carat. And then the remainder of the carat weight is made up of the look of white diamonds of genuine white Zircon. Right now, in this last 30 seconds, the good news is I still have sizes 6 through size 11. The bad news is that we're getting limited right across the board. So good luck to you. Congratulations. Free shipping, all of those goodies, unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee, comes along with every single purchase that you have on the day today. And this only happens a couple times a year, where we take our #1 brands, and in this case here, fine jewelry brands such as Rarities, and offer crazy specials. This 6